Hello, welcome to Ira's Teenage Exocolonist. Before we start, here are the content warnings. There will be shouting peril, dying, animal cruelty and death, bodily harm and grossness, implied sexual content, drugs and alcohol, violence in text, mental health and trauma, domestic abuse, and traumatic global events. You have been warned. Now let's start. Wake up. Warning. This game deals with mature subject and may be not suitable for all players. Please see content warnings in the system menu for a detailed list of themes and events. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke, fire. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you're not sure how you got here or what on Fortuna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the fire. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is a ringing in your ears. Climb out. Try to stand up. One of your legs folds uselessly underneath you. It won't hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you toward the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of a fire around you. Glow season. Oh, dark. Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like from Earth? The creature howls and lurches, its jaws open. Welcome to Iowa's Teenage Exocolonist. You're born on the Stratosphere, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of Sol System. Your parents run the hydroponic garden, which makes fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Fortuna in hope they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They name you Selene. Bright eyes shout with an active imagination, sometimes too active, your mom says. Okay, so this game is very LGBTQ friendly. I can be a she, I can be a he. I begin she. It looks like a he, but oh well. I'll do androgynous, maybe. Hey? I'll go here. Yes. You have vivid dreams of things you have never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead. Endless jungles and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Fortuna would be like. Every child on the stratosphere is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first sign of yours. What shall I do? Stop it, right? Professor House's kids learn fast because their brains are like sponges. But when people get older, they can absorb as much new stuff. Not for you, you're always learning and your curiosity no end. The other kids have trouble keeping up with you, but one tries. Who shall it be? Anemone is the most enthusiastic person you know. Your favorite memory is the time she taught you how to play 0G sports ball after class. She never means to get you into trouble, but somehow you always seem to find it together. Yep. At 10 years old, the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hall says it's like a doorway to other star systems. With the planet Fortuna on the other side, you run emergency drills for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rubble. The things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pod just in case. The emergency area is guarded with families. It's going to be fine, Solane, your father soothes. You'll be through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we've practiced. Your mother gives him a sharp worried look. Red emergency lights switch on as the siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly, like you were taught. You're very scared. You look out a porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you put on a tough face. Sometimes you pretend to be confident so the people around you will be less scared. You look over at your classmate, Tang, and realize she's doing the same thing. She gives you a hard smile. You return it and keep focusing on your breathing. You wait. The shaking builds. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving away as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before. You know, somehow, that everything is going to be fine. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow, all at once. And more than just one tomorrow, lots of them. Different tomorrow. You find yourself in a place you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not going to let you miss this. Distantly, you can feel the ship's shaking has stopped and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbay under you plays a soft tune and an automatic voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completely healed. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. Try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Sunlight? Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. Peer out and see fields, glass wall domes, and walls rigged by giant mushrooms like trees. There are construction materials everywhere. People walk around outside, on the ground. Better get out of here and join them. March outside to start your new life. Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? Better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geothermic domes. Well, come up, coconut town. Tammy looks concerned. You slept so long after you bumped your head, she says. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics. Near those domes. They're called greenhouses. I would go with them, but, well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed. Tammy snickers, blushing. It's scary outside. Let's explore. Okay. Nothing here. Selene, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought I'd be best to keep you asleep while you're knocking healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. He shakes your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with a joking smile. Ah, love you, Dad. Welcome to Rachumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratosphere from the outside, except in the pictures. The ship has been separated in two, and parts taken off to form other buildings, and a big wall around the whole colony. The alien giant creeps right up to the wall. All the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. What's outside the walls? Oh, don't worry about that, my dear little aubergine, he says. Nothing that could hurt you. We don't want you getting lost in the big world out there. Oh, before I forget, he pulls out a package from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at blankly. Don't you know what day it is? He asks. You honestly don't. You remind him that you have been asleep in the midday. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel dizzy sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrap package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamt about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun. And yet, that your dad made by hand. Open the package. How do you know this? It's exactly as you imagined, as you dreamt. Feeling of panic rises in your throat. Your hand shakes, but how? dad notices. Are you okay, Selene? He snapped his fingers. Dr. Instance shouldn't have let you outside so early. Sometimes those sleeping meds take a while to wear off. They might make your head feel funny for a few hours. You nod. Maybe that's all there is. Someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Solane, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed, and he stopped himself. Don't worry, I'm going to fix it. Your mother and I. Professor Hall is expecting you in classes, if you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing, in the rear end of the bisected ship. Then he points to a large door you came out earlier. Or you can relax in the quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says. He kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Solane. I love you. Unlocked. Study humanities in engineering. I love you too, Dad. Gentle buildings. Okay. I can talk to you. Hiya, Selene. Anemone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. This stuff is different from snow on Earth, he tells you. Because it isn't cold, but it's still neat, and you can make stuff out of it. Fogging your head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physically real. Always feel grounded near her. Why aren't you in school? Selene smacks her forehead. School? I wonder where everyone was. I guess I'm going to be late for him and Anthony's class. It doesn't look very worried to you. It's okay, she says. Professor Hall is shelf. You won't mind, but we should probably go now. She grins and starts running toward engineering. Hey, race you. No fair, she's getting head start. You see Dace sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the walls to the south. The grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the wall, he says quietly without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but why do we need walls? You stare at the gate, have a sudden rush of memory so strong you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous, dark and wrinkly. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of siphoning through wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always tells you it's a dream, not real. Breaking you from your daydream, Dace whispered, I think there are monsters out there. But that says there's nothing out there. Maybe. Oh, hey, 5 loyalty. Maybe. Dace mumbled. He doesn't look very convinced. Looks down at his feet. If you believe everything they say, I guess you should go to school now. Like a good boy, he seemed. Shake the vision from your head. It's just a dream. Your dad just told you there's nothing to be afraid of. I should go to school. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of this wing is off limited to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI beams down at you from a nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Selene. Let's study science. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologist and up-and-coming chemist. Professor Hall welcomes you back to your old classroom. This afternoon we'll learn what I like to call wet science. gestures to his holo-projected lesson plan. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a little bit of everything, with opportunities to further study in your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. For today's lesson, Professor Hall tells you, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Virginia. In the ideal condition, it can grow at speed over a meter a day and have diameter of up to 30 centimeters. Stands on his tiptoe and gesture to illustrate. Simply experiment to find those ideal conditions. Team up with Tang and Carl. You're given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up some writing notes on the hole in it. Mush tree, she says, are most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist region of the subsequent swamp. What if you use water instead of soil? Carl suggests, like they do with hydroponics. Tang nods. If they like wet weather, they might work. So Lane, do you have any suggestions? Lower water pH, put under bright lights, sing it to it daily, run the electric current through it. Lots of storms, yes. What? Tang exclaims. So Lane, how does that have any basis in reality? She looks to Carl for support, and he just shrugs. He doesn't look convinced either. You don't understand why you want to electrocute a plant. Explain there are storms in the swamp, electrical storms, and maybe somehow that, well, maybe Selene is right. Tang nods slowly. It could make sense, and if it is true, you'll be the first ones to discover it. This is enough to entice Tang into most things. Attach a small battery to run a weak current through your bucket of water and drop the spore in. The next morning, your spore is the only one already growing. By the end of the day, it's already half a meter tall. The day after that, it's so huge it hits the ceiling, and you have to move it outside. 2 biology, 5 to kudos. Yes. The tree outpaces all the others by a long shot. At the end of the week, Tang probably display an edit to the surveyor holonet note. Shows rapid growth when stimulated with a mild electric current, as discovered by a junior botanist. Get to work. Okay. Okay. All under 2 becomes 2. Good enough. Thank you. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. There seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on Stastosphere, when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they're making an effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry, we haven't been seen much of you, little gooseberry. Dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding? I learned stuff in school. Glad to hear that, your mom says. I have you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Dad smiles, and Professor Hall will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom. I think there are a lot of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. You both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means you're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future. And if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. Maybe they have ideas for how you can spend your time. Come by geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help. I can shovel dirt. Great. I like this song. Anemone's bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up, she shouts. Bumps you to it. Think fast, do a trick. You catch the ball with the wrist, bump it up, and headbutt it back to Anemone. She smiles, her huge gap-toothed smile. Whoa, nice move, Selene. I got one toughness. Bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. Anemone tells you about the new sports ball court. A proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little zero G one on the Stratosphere. Her brother Calm is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. Okay. Hello, my little potato, your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to? Hanging out with friends. That Carl's a good boy, he says. Have you seen Anemone? She's been out of the garrison playing sports ball. I think she's spent every day outside since we landed. He chuckles to himself. Guess that's what happened when you've got enough brothers to keep your own sports team. He breathes deeply and looks slowly around. But Shumna is magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hands wide. I miss seasons. Back on Earth, got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our sparked snow. He sighs, stretching. We just wait until dust season. Both the sun behind the sky, it'll be real hot then. You'll see. You find your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouse with small construction crew. You've seen this plan built to the wall of your family's quarter for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth. Spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruits. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asks. Remember, Selene, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide how to spend your time, so long as it's productive. She points to the engineering wing in the back half of the specifiers frame. Professor Hall still expects you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical application. You're enough to help with the work around here. She claps a hand on your shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything you want to know? What are you doing? She looks down and nudges the sprout growing between her feet. It's green, the color of Earth's plant. We're doing our best, she says, but it hasn't been easy. I just hope the potatoes and corn can handle the weather here, she says, glancing up at the sky. I hear it rains like hell in the wet season. He takes a long look at you, up and down. You're growing fast, Selene, but you're still too young for real farming. Instead, well, there's a lot of soil that needs to be hauled. Seeing a disappointment, she nudged you on the shoulder. Don't pout. It'll help build those muscles. You'll need them now that you're out of the real world, doing real work. Out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. She flexes her biceps. Your mom is really strong. Oh, hey, I can click on it. Flulu. She's a woman. She's 43. What can I do in the quarters? If you need a break, she'd advise you can visit the lounge and see your friends. But she warns, raising a finger, I don't want to see you and lodging around all the time. You need to work hard too. What's happening in engineering? How's teaching classes on life science, engineering, and humanities? If you pass all your tests, maybe he'll let you work there in a few years. Your father thinks you're old enough that school is optional. I don't agree. But I'll be honest with you, she says, gesturing to the field. We do need every pair of hands we can get. If you want work with me here in geoponics, I suggest studying life science. If you don't have a good grasp of biology and ecology, I'm going to stick you on shovel duty. Was the garrison. Security Chief Rhett is organizing a sports ball team. You used to play, didn't you? Back on the ship? It'll be different here with the planet's gravity. Of all the adults in the colony, Rhett and your mom are the most like soldiers you've seen on the whole of it. For a moment, you think your mom's going to suggest something else. Then she shakes her head. You're too young for defense training, so don't worry about that yet. Just enjoy yourself and stay out of trouble. What's going on in command? I think Zeke said they need someone to deliver supplies from the depot. They're also setting up shop there. If you got some kudos to spend. And of course, that's where Captain Governor Edicott works. But you shouldn't bother her. She's a busy woman and she doesn't have your mother's patience with kids. Try not to giggle. Your mom isn't usually known for her patience. Can I join the expedition? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous. She shakes her head. Your father will be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out. Then maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. She isn't going to budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls, okay? A sharp whistle interrupts your thought. Hey, Celine, Mars called out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. Walk over to Mars, who is sheltered from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here, she says. This spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had climate control. Ugh, Tammy made me some soy sweet. There's no way I'm going out there all this weather. She continues. Says you like running around in it. Could you fetch some for me? Okay. Good, Mars clapped. Probably just down the hill down the quarters. Mars sighed. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Celine, she says, putting her hand to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in pink yellow scarf. One order of mango soy sweets, made fresh this morning, she said. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nanoprint it for me, because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm just gonna get used to it now. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Ooh, okay. Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. Mars put her hand out expectantly. Give it here. What? Persuasion 5? 0. Well, you gotta pay up. I ate them all. Get a card. Here it is. He handed over the box of soy sweets with a smile. Mars takes it and giggles. Such a good sidekick, doing everything I say. She opens the box and hands you a soy sweet. Your tip, she tells you. Oh, and administrator seek looking for someone to do delivery jobs for the depot, she says. I don't want to do it, 'cause like you, running around out there, no. Just go through there, she says, gesturing to the door behind her, and tell them I referred you. What do you have to say? See Tammy sit quietly near the entrance to the lodge. You know her for, well, your whole life. Back at the ship. Used to play with her. And with the best doll collection after her mom died. Oh, Dad used all his nano-printed creds to print her a different doll every month for a whole year. Ears perk up when she sees you. Oh, hello, Solane, she says, her voice soft and dreamy like a beam of starlight. Do you want to play doll? Sure do. Yay. You don't think Tammy will ever be too old to play with dolls. If anything, she has even more of them now. She takes you to a quarter and brings out the entire Spacey Stacy doll collection. A disturbingly real baby with real bowel movements, and 2 super fancy posable dolls named Tilly and Lily, who can be programmed to move on their own. Tammy isn't very good at the programming, so Lily and Tilly just rolled around awkwardly when you turn them on. You cover quickly by saying they must be breakdancing at the club. The 2 of you spend the afternoon making up stories of their rise to stardom as professional dancers. Cool. What are you up to? Dazed look at his feet, pretends not to notice you. How do you expect me to get 20? Done. Your first day in Glowers of Horticulture Soil Conveyance. Oh boy. Good morning, Solane. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my son. She walks you around the geoponic wing and points out where everything is. Job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any question before you start moving dirt? Let's get to work. That's my boy, she said. Stress. Toughness. Arm starts to ache after the first half hour of work. Keep going. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted. And good smell. You feel your muscles growing already. I need 7. speak, you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody is about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. This morning, you were sure Professor Hall was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't know. As Professor Hall walked away, his hash browns safe for today. Mars calls you a liar and a dummy. Hello. Elven girl. At night, your dreams all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar. When you're trying to recall their faces, when you wake up, they're smeared into your memory like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet? They will someday. Tammy. Oh, come on. That's Tammy. Anytime you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick. You need to go to a med bay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? Secret powers are fun. You start keeping a private journal on your holopalm, recording the events while you remember something before it happened. You also write down your dreams. They have that feeling of being real. It's like the idea of being magic and seeing the future, but some of those dreams are very scary. You hope that, like Professor Hall's hash browns, they don't all come true. Wake up for me. Call is riding around the geoponic guardian on his hoverboard. The board comes to a sudden shudder, stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Call falls off but catches balance before he eats dead. Hi Solin, your ground's way higher to hover than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. We all have to adapt. Yeah, Call exclaimed. Things are actually way better planet side. Hovering outside is rare. Look at this. Runs over a small depression in the nearby hill and presented like something amazing. Look at this. It's a skateboard. Cool, can I try? Sure, but please be careful. Mom says if I break my home board, we can't make another one. We take turns riding around the world trying to get up enough speed going down one side to come up the other. Don't land any tricks. Just stay on the board with this uneven ground, but it's still fun. It is fun. Tangent is hunched over her home, found poking ankly at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Hall wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the colonist, but I can't find it anywhere. I'll help you find that catalog. You launch your own holopalm and start searching the colony's holonet archive for a list of Fortuna, plants, and animals. 10 minutes later, you find it buried under survey logistic in the expedition net. An Emily passes by and pulls a face at the two of you. Hey, holo nerds, she's out. School's over. Come play sports ball in the sunshine. And he just rolls her eyes. Okay. Let's shovel more debt. Temibot Call, a beaded bracelet. It's too big for his wrist, so he wears it looped into a strap on his clothing. Every so often you catch him fiddling with it and smiling. You wonder if he knows his crush is visible from space. Get the word. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That's 100. Excellent. See if we can find something around here. No. Hello. Holland is no joke. Over here. Interesting. Okay. Can I? No. Can't shovel that. Oh, that sucks. Ship's quarters are where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. The private bedroom are small. You share one with your parents. So colonists spend most of their time in the big common area. There's a lounge, a cafeteria, and crèche where all the little kids and babies are raised communally. Relax. Large, long, well-lit hall along the hall of the ship's midsection. It's still with tables and cushions and serves as communal living for the tiny one-room spaces every family is assigned. You flop down into the lounge big beanbag piled with some of the other kids. Call it a day's peaceful look on his face. The air smells so good on Virtuum, so does the dirt even. You notice his clothes are filthy, but obviously Carl couldn't care less. Anemone bounces in. Holy crap! There's so much space to run around and play in. Common chief had set up an outdoor sports ball court and is way huger than the old ones on the ship. Tangent carefully select one cushion from the pile and perches on it. School's expanding to some of the empty engineering base, she tells you. We are getting a big new lab to do experiments using local resources. There's so much to learn about this planet. Nemi rolls her eyes, but Tang continues. We shouldn't forget our studies just because we landed, she says, primly. School's important, play outside, explore the jungle, and I miss space. Well, to be fair, she is my friend. Friendship with Anemone, friendship with Carl, friendship with Dees. Selene is right. You hear over your shoulder, and you start to find Dees standing right behind you. Gah! When did he get here? Did you see those huge beasts in the jungle as we were landing? Dees continues, picking at a thread in his sweater until it unravels. Wonder if there are more out there. At less of the deja vu dreams come to life. Feeling this week, you're starting to think you've even imagined it, but suddenly you get a prickly sensation in the back of your neck and remember that Mars is about to enter the lodge and tell everyone to look outside. You stare at the door. And here she comes. Mars walks through it as if on cue. OMG! Everyone, look outside. We are hoisting a flag over command, she says, clapping her hands excitedly. You know what that means, right? She sets all of her hands on her hips. Rajumnam is officially humanity's first exocolony ever. Look out at the flag, feeling dizzy, and silently mouth the words along to see what she says next. You remember this moment so well. This is history, kids, she exclaims, wrapping her anemone and tangent under each arm. You were there. Oh yes, zero stress. And I'm friend. Do I keep these? Yeah, forget. Forget crawling. Wake from an afternoon nap. You squint into pink teen light slanted through the window. You must have fallen asleep in the lounge. Tammy's shadow fall across a nest of pillows. Oh, I'm sorry, Solange, she says, giggling. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just so nice outside with pollen sparkling in the sunlight. Want to open the windows? You rub your eyes blearily. Ugh, you're having the weirdest dream. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Aunt Siddon is making a new kind of candy. She says it's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? Cotton candy. You have to go tidy the crutch first. I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? Tammy skips off toward the crutch, humming to herself. Let's get the free candy. The cafeteria, Auntie Siddon is cheerfully handing out masses of pink candy, puffy and soft like clouds. Oh, Solange, she says, handing you one with some candy spun around at the end. Here, try some of this. You see have it on earth. Pull off a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet at first in your mouth, puckers. Never taste anything so sweet and so real. It's not like the soy sweet that the kitchen nano printer can make. It melts in your mouth. You make gritty residue on your tongue. You wait until everyone's gone, but Tammy never shows up. You look down at the cotton candy in your hand. It's wilted a little from the humidity, but it's kind of like her hair. You think, pale pink and so soft. Keep some to give to her later. Pink candy. You're relaxing in your family's quarter after dinner. Your mom had to run off on some kind of council business, so you and your dad are playing holo game together. Just about ready to head off to bed, your mom returns. You can tell from the defeated slant on her shoulders that something has gone terribly wrong. Your father starts to ask her what happened. She waves him away and approaches you. She says, "Son, take your hand," holding between her two dirt-crest fingers. "Selene, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this," she starts, her mouth quivering as she swallows, working on her next words. "There was an accident this afternoon in the crèche." Huh. Classmate Sammy has died. Oh, fuck. Fear of distress. You try to understand her words. Tammy dead? That's not possible. Suddenly remember the cotton candy you were saving to give Tammy. Pink and fluffy, just like her hair. Put your hand in your pocket to get it. What comes out is a sticky, dark red lump of hard goo. Stare your mind blankly. That's what happened. Mom tells you as simply as possible that Tammy was killed by an electric shock from a broken hollow projector. It was just an accident. Press her for more. For an explanation, a little girl is dead. Someone you had grown up with. Someone so much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Why? Your mom's eyes are sad, she tells you. Sometimes there's just no reason why. You got used to dealing with death. You don't know what you're supposed to say or do. You sort of mumble, "Okay," and get changed and crawl into bed a full hour before your bedtime. Oh, fuck. Try to fall asleep, but you toss and turn for hours. You eventually drift off to fitful dreams of that small, sticky red lump of cotton candy. Early fall, mid-pollen. Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Carl. Crusher's dead. Carl's sitting in your mom's floor dryer with his face in his hand. He's clearly been crying all morning and probably all of yesterday too. He and Tammy were really close. Whenever you guys used to play house in the crèche, Tammy has always been a mommy and Carl was a daddy. Even though you were just a little kid. Kind of always giggle about how obviously they were gonna be together forever, like a princess and a knight. I miss her too. Me too, he sniffs, looking up at you. You can see how puffy and red his eyes are. Me, really, really too. Tammy's always liked these flowers, mumbles. Sometimes I pick some for her. Round his hand over the pretty white flowers. I'll tell your mom, okay? Yep, it's our little secret. Tears roll up and slowly leak out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink, just stares at the flower and tears run down his cheeks. Decided to give him some space. Mom is staring into space, looking somber. He doesn't even notice you come up beside her and barely reacts when you say hello. I'm thinking about Tammy, he said sadly. She used to sit down the hill there, in that spot in the sun. In the morning, she'd just sit there for hours in the sun, doing nothing, just being happy. Sit down the hill to a spot near the entrance to the quarters. Imagine her there, working on some little craft project, humming to herself. I miss her too. Now she's dead, Mom says, making a face. How's that for fair? Of all the people, how come it's had to be my friend? Well, well, Mars, to be honest, there's not that many kids. We're all friends. Don't have an answer. Never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before. But of course she was. Tammy was everyone's little sister, even though she was older than most of you. But she's older than us. 9, 11, You buy a trick shop when you were 10. Yeah, okay. You okay, Tang? Tang is pacing around in front of the engineer. She looks upset. Shouldn't have happened. She says, what happened to Tammy? It shouldn't have been possible. There was no reason for that whole projector to break. Professor Hall said it was recently serviced, and nothing was wrong with it before. It's just getting really. Just blew up for no reason. Nobody would have wanted to hurt her, so why? How? It doesn't add up. Sorry, Solane, I want to think about this some more. I hate it when I can't find the answer. You're saying someone killed her? Was his mother? An enemy is shocking rock at the strato, sending metallic clang ringing through the colony. Stupid planet, she says, yells. Stupid creature, stupid spaceship. She bends down to pick up another rock, but instead just sobs and braces her hands on her knees. Stupid everything. Won't she have to die? It's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to die. Can you believe Tammy died? This asks morbidly. I heard Chief Engineer Instant tell someone about it. He lowers his voice. Tammy got shot by a broken hollow project. The one in the crate with the dancing teddy bear. You remember? We should touch it. She got shot all the way across the room. He makes sailing motion with his hand. And boom! She was dead before she even landed. Wow, really? This lady looks embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad she's gone. She was nice. He tucks at the sleeve of his oversized jacket, but that's kind of a cool way to die. Okay. Okay. Then I give you a hug. Sorry, feeling blue, Solane. Takes a side look up again. You want to pass your shoulder and encourage you. I'm so sorry, Solane. Oh fuck, it's his daughter, isn't it? I said cautiously through the colony's gate. Solane, Uncle Tonin sighs as he blocks your path. Looks like he hasn't been sleeping. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be out here. Our children are so young and so precious, so fragile. Please, stay near the ship. I'm tough. Well, so you are, Uncle Tonin replies. His voice is heavy as he looks at you, pride. His pride. Growing up, aren't you? Now I pat your shoulder. You know what he's thinking of Tammy. Listen, he tells you. I can see that you're a tough cookie, and I'd love to have you on my survey team in the future. You'll have to wait a few more years first. Come see me when you're older, okay, kiddo? Ejected, you drag your feet as you walk through the gate safety. Psst. Sad, you look around and question him. Psst. Is this? He's hiding behind some bushes? That's so typical. Puts a finger to his lips in motion for you to follow him. Sure, you figure out. Why not? Leads you silently along the walls toward the garrison. Crouches down into the bush between the sports ball field and security pavilion to fill with something. Suddenly, he's gone. What? Check to make sure nobody else noticed, then scuttle over to where you last saw him. Behind some popflower bushes, there's a drainage pipe in the wall big enough to crawl through. A heavy grate keeps animals out, but it's loose. Decide to get through it. You could sneak out. If the adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo, or the subsequent swamp or the other cool places surveyors get to go, well, you could sneak through yet explore just outside the colony walls. If this does it, how dangerous could it be? I can sneak out. I can sneak out. Yes. Yes. Oh, I can't leave now. Okay. Can I shovel that? I must shovel more dirt. I must shovel so much dirt. Okay. Oh, Okay. The colony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel like it, you could just skip and take a month off instead. Or you could get back to work. Are you kidding me? I'm attending. The colonists gather in the recycling room, bringing organic down to the recycle. Here is one of your chores. But you only come here for a funeral twice. Both times, a colonist had passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's been a funeral on Fortuna. The first time for someone you actually knew. The mouth of the organic recycler has been polished, and a wreath of yellow flowers placed over the opening. Inside, you can see a shrouded figure. Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dad, Uncle Tony, is here as well as your parents and Uncle Sidney and the rest of the council. Carl is here with his mom and her partner. Already crying in their arms. The room is packed with people, and the feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it in your mouth. Ew. Governor Etiquette stands before the assembled crowd. There are no words to ease the pain we feel today, she says solemnly. There is only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, she continues, one of the first humans to be born in space, and the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, bending hopeful towards life beyond our humble earth. She's the first of us who can truly call Fortuna home. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself. A painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, as a community, we are capable of great strength. Etiquette closes the door to the recycler. Here Uncle Tony stops over the hum of the particle disintegrators beginning their work. As a community, we remember Tommy. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. In this way, Tammy, our child from the stars, will never truly be lost to us. The ceremony is adjourned, but a few people stayed back to console Uncle Tony as he keeps Virgil over the recycler. Carl and Uncle Tony hold each other and weep openly. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of geoponics, she'll be responsible for adding them to the colony's precious supply of brown soil from Earth. Did that accompany you out of the recycling room? You clear his throat? I want you to know you don't need to be okay. He says, grasping his warm hand on your shoulder. You want to take a month off? Everyone's got to understand. back to school. You feel better just having said goodbye. Didn't know Tammy that well, after all. It's sad that she's dead, but you have to move on. Really? Really? For realsies? Good morning. Most of 11 most skills should be for 1 for 3 months, and some jobs actually can't be performed. Anything I can pick up? It's over here. I can play sports ball. Let's see. Bravery. Okay, let's cheer up. Okay, I'm not in mourning anymore. That means I can go out. Yep. So, Amy, we discuss my brother. Who? This? Yes, this. She says impatiently. I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing ever since we landed. I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes when she says I'm not on very good terms with my brother of late, but come on. People have become worried. I feel like Tanya's one of those worried she doesn't want to admit it. I'll find out. Thank you. I already know where he's been going. Tabby's sister's worried. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me, and she's just worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. She doesn't care about anything about her work. Just leave him alone. Okay. What's the season? Dust. Nobody meets you on court. She's bound from one leg to the other excitedly. My brother Con is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha. Kombucha 15. Off your high five ingredient, then toss a sports ball your way. Let's start with practice game. See what you're good at. You'll never need a team captain. Pick your team. Common fill in to even up the team, but he promised to go easy on the other side. What? I want anemone. Mars. Call. Give me a call. Mind if we play goalie, he's asked. It's possible it's fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. Anemone shoes kombucha, of course. They bump fists, your next choice. Mars. I'll play Spiker. Mars runs to take position. Seems like she's in it for the glory. Hopefully she'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. Face off 3-on-3. Starts the game. On, kiddo. Go. Interesting. Carl makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hit him in the chest. The score is tied, with Anemone and Carl putting the pressure on. Then bam, you score the match point with a red spike all the way from the net line. Wait, spot ball, yes. Thank you. It's time for our Gymnalia. Etiquette and Council have called a festival to celebrate life here on planet Vachumna. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear Governor Etiquette's speech. In Earth history, Etiquette begins and then clears her throat and waits for everyone to quiet down. In Earth history, Vachumna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. No coincidence that our forebears at the Vachumna Forest Project chose to take on such an auspicious name, with the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Autumnalia, amid summer festivals to celebrate our Vachumna, this lush planet upon which we find ourselves today. Clap. Loyalty. Why do we want rebellion? Everyone cheers in applause. The members of the council all get on stage at one time to give their own short speech. Governor Etiquette announce each one. Was your mother's flu turn? She announced that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crop grown from Loptumnan soil. Your eyes go to the feast table. Bought the stratosphere, it would have been mostly soy-based foods from the nanoprinters, spiced up with what precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in a small growing basin. This year, the earth plant looks even less robust than usual. It is supplemented by some autumnal plants you have come to appreciate. Juicy potato pods and slabs of edible fungi. Arika takes the stage after everyone on the council has said their piece. What is a festival without festivities? Yes, Professor Hall and Security Chief Red have organized a three-part competition for the kids. Good luck, children. Which one do you join? I'll do butt wrestling. A butt wrestling contest. This has been a classic competition for years on the ship. Someone has rigged up a hydraulic lift butt just to slowly stretch out, increasing its strength over time. The aim is to see how long you can hold it closed, using any part of your body, before it pops open. Anemone and Carl are competing with you. Carl is like it's a competition, but he does love butt wrestling. Oh, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. 41. That is upsetting. It's upset, I tell you. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. Push through. Thank you. Anemone's brother Com is the judge, and award bonus points for technique as well as for brute force. You set a hydraulic butt and use your weight at first, then switch to a bear hug when it starts to wobble and push you off the ground. I win. Make a full 5 minutes of increasing difficulty before it eventually springs you from your grasp. A skull into your corner, freed at last. You just barely edge out Anemone. She offers you her hand and pulls it back at the very last second before running away cackling. Popular. Kudos double for 3 months. I see. Stress. After festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much needed break. During a fizz year of dust, a few days rest is exactly what you need if you're refreshed. Mid-dust. What you got for me? So then I trapped into my room, Anemone says, telling you all about the bug she saw in her quarter. Its wings were so as big as my hand, and it had feelers like, whoa. It was bouncing all over the place, like boing boing boing. She gestures excitedly, swinging her arms all over her head. The bugs here are so big, they're everywhere. I was gonna give it to Tang, she says. She loves gross bug stuff, but she said I should just let it go, because if it stung me, I might get weird mutant powers. What I already have. I want to see if I got more weird mutant powers. To start jumping around on higher and higher things. So I was jumping off the back of the ship. I got in so much trouble. It wasn't even that high. Stop the track. Hold on, he says, scooping to her up directly at her knee for probably the 100th time in the past 5 minutes. I'm gonna die. Busting up my knees and so itchy when my scales growing. Annie, don't pick at it. She's still with antecedents. One strings out across the garrison yard. Pleasant but firm. It instantly transports you back to being in the ship crutch, tugging at her skirts and calling her auntie. Emily jumps and stands up straight, her hands flying to her sling. Oh, she's pretty. But Mom, Emily whines, digging her finger into her knees as Auntie Sarah approaches you both. It's so scratch-tastically itchy. I know, lovely. Auntie Sarah soothes her, petting her roasted red hair. The more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow. Emily tucks her hand under her armpit to keep from scratching. What if I want to have cool scales? She pouts. Auntie Sarah smiles indulgently. At the rate you're going, I'm sure you'll be covering them before you know it. No need to rush. Emily's scales is dotted with patches of protective blue-green scale that grows in whenever she gets a cut or scrape. She rubs the patch on her jaw indignantly. The one she got when she ran headfirst into the floor, into foot and the sides of the back of the ship. There. And Emily augmented. Auntie Sarah opens her satchel and pulls out a bundle of clothes. The queue for the nano printer is over a week long, so I patched your clothes with gaps from your brother's clothing. Please try not to put any more holes in them or yourself, okay? She hands the clothes to Anemone and kisses her on her forehead. Anemone sticks out her tongue and gags. Yuck. Anemone evaluates the clothes as her mother walks away. Galactic, she breathes. As she runs her finger over the odd-colored patch. Then, right there in the middle of the yard, she unashamedly scrums out of her pants and pulls on the new ones. Wow, I look like a fighter jet from the Hollows, she exclaimed, showing off her new pants. Like when there's your Q counts on the plane. Oh, like really cool scars. Let me grin. Yeah, you get it. My pants are scarred, just like me. Okay. Da-da. You're looking for Carl in the garden when you nearly tripped over someone else. One of the younger kids. And they're blindfolded. Hey, they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throw it to the ground. It's Curse, of Anemone's brother. Gladly, I was almost done. Carl jumps up and grabs Curse in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. Dude, you were so close. Sir snaps his feet and complains you got it this way. It's not his fault, Carl says. Didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec, I want to teach him how to play. Carl turned to you as Curse leaves. Sorry, Solane, he says, sheepishly. I was teaching Curse a new game, but he's more like an Anemone than I thought. Really competitive, you know? He stood to pick up blindfold, brushing off the dirt. I've been trying to come up with a different game. Other than sports ball, he says. The winner's a loser. I just want to have fun with my friends. Carl looked at you hopefully. You want to learn how to play? Yes. Yes, you're my friend. You're like the only guy here. Carl smiles, looking like it's gonna stretch right off his face. Radical, he shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. Okay, so first, put on this blindfold. Blindfold is still scratchy and smells like that. You can feel Carl's big hands on your shoulders. I'm gonna spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions. We're gonna fall all the way to the cafeteria, alright? You're not. can't see Carl's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around, counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. First, Carl says, gotta walk forward 10 steps. You follow Carl's instruction as best you can, or make things difficult for him. Do your best. Take 10 steps forward, holding your hand out for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunching under your feet. Yeah, Carl says. Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. Yep, you're right. Turn the right box forward, counting out 15 steps. When you stop, call out. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away. Take 2 more steps until you stretch your hands on the warm metal of the door. Success. Awesome, Carl says. Can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right and then keep walking through until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? You open the door, starts to walk forward. The path downwards and your feet slips a little bit, even though you're moving as slow as you can. Real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of Stratosphere. It's turbo rock here, Carl says, and you can feel uneasiness prickle up the back of your arm. Just keep going forward slowly. Can you trust him? You do as you're told, but after a few steps, your foot knocks against a spiraling root and you fall forward, catching yourself on the hand and knees. Ouch. Take off the blindfold and suddenly rush of tear for your eyes. Carl beside you in an instant, kneeling on the rocks. Are you okay? He asks. Look down at yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scraped up. Your pride is bruised. But other than that, you're okay. I'll help you stand. I'm sorry, Solane. I'll be a better helper next time. Yes, if you want to get some Waterloo juice, the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming more games where there are no winners or losers. Mother's the night. Solane, she begins to say. I know we said you're mature enough to decide your own schedule now, but don't prove us wrong. If I had just been playing hologram in your home all day, I swear. Stay silent. I spoke with the teacher. She continued, I'll want to see you in class more often, Solane. You pick any subject, but I want you to study hard. And try your best to excel whatever you decide to do. This colony is too small to support us lay about in freeloaders. Try to solve your frustration. Nothing good ever comes from arguing with your mom. Your face softens, put your hands on her shoulder. Father and I do appreciate you have been helping out here in Geoponic, but you know, I feel about education, so your future is more important than shoveling dirt around. I want money. Apply. Carry a lot. She secrets your depot. Look you up and down. Solane, you never struck me as particularly responsible or organized, but children never are. But you think you'd be a good fit position of courier. You didn't realize there was going to be a job interview. You can carry a lot. Strong for your age, maybe. But lucky for you, you're the only applicant this week. You got a job. For now, anyway. Use the elegant stylist to note this on the holophone. Come back in a few minutes. You can help make deliveries. Yes, there will be kudos in it for you if you do it correctly. Yay. Money. Let's make some money. Deliver supplies. 6 cents you all around the colony delivering supplies. During your first week, it's mostly small things you can carry by hand or push on a little cart. Some like tools and electronics, some high priority, which means you have to move fast. It's fun getting to yell, important delivery coming through, and people actually get out of the way and get to work. Okay, looks good. Light dust. It's been a while. We started to attend meeting of the Secret Funtime Club. Once starts the SFC years ago when you were little kids. Tangent and Tammy agreed to join at a time, but then you all got busy with other things and forgot about it. Then Tammy died. You meet an unused conference room in command, which Mars says is perfect for a secret job club. Club President Mars brings meeting to order. Tang, Vice President of writing down secrets, records the meeting notes on her holopalm. As Vice President of Fun Ideas, it's your job to come up with something for the club to do today. Your show's making friendship fish bracelet and bought all the supplies you'll need. Today, Mars announced, we're gonna make friendship bracelet, and I have an even better idea. Gonna sell them to people for kudos. That is really how kudos are supposed to be used, but then Mars is a hard to argue with sometimes. Three of you spend the afternoon braiding bracelets out of recycled bits of wire and bright plastic packing straps. Your heart aren't really in it though. All three of you know that Tammy would have been much better at this than you. Make a friendship bracelet of one of her favorite things. She was always giving them to people and didn't expect anything in return. It is eventually Mars who calls the meeting early. He takes all your misshapen bracelets and look at them dubiously. I don't know if people will want to trade the kudos for these, but I'll do my best. I'll put the kudos in the club treasury, meeting adjourned. Ask Tangent if she thinks Mars is actually going to sell them. I think so, Tang says, tell you. The club doesn't even have a treasury. She probably just keeps the kudos for herself. She doesn't seem to care. Get over it. Interesting. I see. Show up to the liver depot bright and early as most of the colonists are yawning and pawing around for more. 1 cup of black tea. See, because there were a large stack of thin white rectangles. Is that paper? But we have follow pumps, so I use paper. But paper was extinct. obsolete or whatever. The only time you ever really used paper was in the crèche during craft time. Zeke pushed the bridge of her glasses up. Actually, I tell you, we'll be using a lot more paper now that we have access to such rich resource of cellulose fibers. Trees, that is. Government etiquette is quite sentimental for the feel of ink on paper. I myself have traded in my whole palm status for a pen. You're to deliver a stack of these reports to every council members in the colony. Zeke asks you not to read them. Says it's just boring adult stuff. You wouldn't understand anyway. Clutched the paper on your chest and nodded. First stop, engineering. Paper? Dr. Instance is exasperated. The governor is sending messages by paper now. Is this a joke? Tell me this is a joke. You shuffle your feet nervously. Zeke seems serious to you. Skims the first page, muttering to herself. And there's sensitive information in here. For all the superfluous technophobic sentimental foolishness. Walk quietly away. Next up, the cafeteria. Unseated takes a notice carefully with both hands. Paper? What a strange idea. Oh, and look, Governor Etiquette has even signed it. What a marvelous handwriting she has. Wonder what I'm supposed to do with this once I'm finished reading it. She thinks out loud, throwing in a disassembler. Seems far too precious for that. Will I need to get a filing cabinet in here, I wonder? I suppose I can recycle it for craft time. Next up is the expedition office. Let me meet you outside. He's struggling under the shifting weight of an enormous crate. Appears that whatever's inside won't stop. Sorry, Selene. Could you put them down on that bench? I'll take them inside in a minute. Little Sylvia overheard and laughed. The gown is sending paper memos now. She really that old? What's next? Toilet paper? The moment you put the documents down, gust of wind picks them back up and they fly everywhere. Snatch for them to accidentally drop the rest of the stack you're holding. Interesting. I'll pick them up. Shovel the paper back together haphazardly and buries at your console. I'll pick because I can't. You dutifully deliver the remaining reports to Chief Ryder and your mom. The boss is confused, they won't send by the Hornet. You're a good boy and a good delivery person. You feel proud and important for delivering all the messages just like you were told. Ha, 9. 9, that's rookie numbers. Rookie numbers. Okay. Cool. You're having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls. Unfathomably large, every part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. Tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home, picking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your dust-colored face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. Oh, now I'm all stressed. Wake up shouting, no! Your voice is drawn out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. Bedroom window is covered in water. It's pouring down from the clouds. Guess this must be rain, but never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder. It must be a thunderstorm. Still the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgot your bad dream. You're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joint now and then with a great pulse of thunder like the footsteps of an angry beast. outside playing in the rain. It's surprisingly warm outside and the water feels nice hitting your hand. Everything smells fresh and damp and wonderful, and dusty packed ground has turned to squashy mud between your toes. You don't go too far from the door to your quarters, but it's exciting being outside in the dark, watching dramatic streaks of lightning arch down the hills behind the colony. Okay. I'll talk to you later. You and Emily are playing in the garden yard with sticks, chasing each other around and pretending to be sword fighting. The dolls straining nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummy. Sometimes you stray the course. Watch out, Annie, one of the security personnel calls out as when Emily bumps into her. You kids stay behind the fences, okay? It's an anemone, she retorts as she boldly treats a safe distance. Anemone throws a stick around and calls. Just cause everyone else showed their names doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being an anemone. But having a nickname is kinda cool and mysterious. Like having a call sign, you know? What would you like to call me, Sully? How about Nem? Nem tilts her head. Huh. Never heard that one before. She mimes swinging her sword a few times. Nem. I like it. Short and punchy, just like me. It's kinda like an adventure from a story. And picks up her disguise stick. Now, she says, pointing at you, prepare to defeat by the mighty Nem. For the next few hours, sparring with Nem in the yard. Yes, it's coming together. Okay. Let's sneak up. Step to the drain pipe in out of the colony for anyone saucy. Anyone that is, except for a dog from watching you from the trees nearby. Could be beast. That disappeared in the jungle. Now you're sure it. That was that release. He's not allowed outside the colony either. Fuller. If you can't up him through the brush, keep it at the branch and hemp and bramble. Scramble like your arms and legs. Without proper virus it, get all scratched up. Skid is fast, barely. You frequently lose sight of these and can't find his trail again. But you do learn something in time. Anyway, it's blocked by a small creature. 1 foot, 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on the top of his head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a honey hopfly. The people talk about them, but you never seen one up close. You try to walk past it, it bends painfully at your heels. You back off, you just stop and stare at you. While you feel. Interesting. You are. try to get past it and just listen. Oh, you feel a little squeaky noise from nearby. It's probably 1 meter away from the side. Carefully avoid the nurse while speaking in soothing tone. The agitated little dot into the swarm of you, but eventually lets you pass by. You should go home soon. I'll just relax, thank you. Spot this clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like totally natural like this. In the middle of the jungle so far with me calling the wall. When you think about it, you'll get to see him. So far away that you can't see the walls anymore. It's really weird out here. It's game. He stares unbelievably at you and approaches. Hi, Slay. There it is. See liquid. Something you see very rarely. See utopia out here? This she's severe told him it's easy to sneak past, but utopia has like X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. I will show you something cool. Sneak out like the secret, okay? Jumps a little way into trees and you fall. This business is minutes away, go and drop off a large stone alcohol just over the cliff face. This walks right to the edge of the slide. It's a long way down. Come on. Brave. Briefly step onto the rocks and walk out to the edge of the trees. Go sit down, free painting over the piece, look at the amazing view. Superb. Snap a picture with your hologram, but you won't share it on the net. This is secret. Yours and this. Know where these went. Attention, you know where these has been going. Tell her he's been sneaking out to explore the jungle. not far away, outside the walls. He looks good, really? She says, wriggling her hand. Is he safe? Okay, he's safe. She eyes you skeptically. Full of offense, Elaine. He's just a kid. She's fine. However, I suppose it's good to know he isn't alone out there. Thank you. Jimmy. Sneak up. Interesting. We'll, trial and error of intuition. Fire up through whatever it is. Shocks stronger, here's some low fracture palm. You hear humming from the palms and decide whether it's the kind of natural electric field. It's a lot of animals like you. Yeah. Yep. Mushroom clothes in the weapon, you come across clusters looking right for harvesting. For older, you can probably cut them down, get some cooler from them. With feather hat. You like the mushrooms. Give one pat and they slice and move under your hand. It's not the trees though, but a camouflage creature lying against the trunk. This one looks a little like octopus or starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around its 3 legs, giving a hug. That, yep. Perception check. Yeah, I'll take 7. Go home. Ah, no. Tony caught me. Oh well, he says. The brought his sternest luck. He fell. I've been wondering where the spirit is, so yeah. I sent you to the with some survey drones to look for you for hours ago. Lucky your parents have been too busy to notice yet. I should probably tell them. Sounds sweat. Or maybe you've already learned your lesson. Shut up. Speaking in class for sure. No more playing outside the gate, okay? I'm sorry. I guess that's that then. Days have been shrouded with only yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. In the morning, looking at darkness, had to shake a hollow up to know what time it is. It's the whole stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals, if you can even call it morning. You've named it glow season, because like everything is crazy glowing out there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point in even going out if you can't see anything? It's gonna be a long, boring month. No way, it looks cool outside. Peek out the window. Almost the biggest you've ever seen. Like a massive fairy ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. Out in the jungle, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing. Dancing blooms, everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, and long hooting calls and gurgling roars. The Mars message is a notice from the cons, warning everyone to stay safe inside. Tammy's dad and the other survey have been called back, the gates closed for the month. There's tension in the air as if everyone's waiting for something. Glow season. Cool. Cool. Give me that. Stress levels. Legs and large. It's in the cushion, yes. Took the mats off. Kidding me? I'm not forgetting I'm so brain. It's daytime when the emergency siren starts up. Well, passes for day. Still nearly pitch black except for the eerie green twilight glowing on the horizon. Look towards the sea. They're open. Wait, should be open. The lead blasts out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you use for hull breaches and fires. In the space, it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shelf and put on a spacesuit. On return there, it means go to the assembly point and wait for instructions. closest assembly point is a shooter's crouch. From the opposite direction, you hear shouting and loud popping noise. Gunfire. Is the colony under attack? I'll fight. Try your best to be brave and fight back. First, you dodge some helpful grown-ups who point you back to the crash. Then you head outside to get your bearing. You can hear yelling from the stairs to the command, and a commotion to the southeast, and ship plotting. Repairs are working. Skill command. Security chief Red and 3 officers are defending the door to the command wing. Too busy to notice you, because the terrifying insectoid creature is slashing at them with razor-sharp foreleg. The monster kicks one of the officers and a rifle flies out of her hand. Skids across the ground towards you. Combat. Yes, I do. Shoot it. Managed to get the gun point the right way around. Here goes nothing. Oh, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Of course it is. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. I'll take it. Don't kill it, but put enough holes in it, it runs away. Small miracle you didn't also get ahead. Then the security officers. I got kudos. Governor Eddie cut the match from the bridge looking shaken and very, very old. Chief Administrator Seek helps her down the stairs and give you a grateful look as they pass. Later that day, you find 25 kudos in your account, a reward for bravery. Bears are angry as you knew it would be, but hey, everything goes out, right? After 2 weeks of darkness, with blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky, and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creature got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species nobody has seen before. It's like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed this time. Okay. Cool. Okay. I think that's it for today.